Hi guys, it's the one you've all been waiting for. It's the one I'm probably going to most enjoy shooting. This is the Shinings investment video from Neo Destiny, of course. These guys are they're the cherry on top of my cake, let's say. They are my trophies. They're my favourite cards in my collection, and it's really cool to share these with you today. I just want to start off with a bit of disclaimer. You know, this is all my personal views I'm expressing today. Any purchases you make due to this video is totally your choice. Has nothing to do with me, frankly. And I just want to give you some facts, some opinions on my experience, and try and give you real, honest, genuine, not advice, maybe just like, opinions. I mean, I think it's important to do that in the Pokemon community. And I would love to talk to you in the comments if you disagree, or hell, you might even agree. You might. I doubt it, but you might. So yeah, let's just go into Shining set. Let's go. I did these separate from Neo Destiny on purpose. Neo Destiny, I've obviously got the full Hollow Full set. Neo Destiny and Shinings was my ultimate goal when I came into the hobby. PSA 10 First Edition, and I'm so proud to have accomplished it. There's no doubt about it. Oh, you see him. Yes, see him. My baby. Right, let's start off with the Shining Celebi, though. Try not to look at this dude. So the current price you can pick this guy up for now is $425. The peak price is $485, so not that much difference. Population is 107, the art grade is 8, and the investment is B+. Look, I mean, as with all the Shinings, they all look pretty great. I'm just trying to put them against other cards in the set, in this Shining set, for instance, and other Celebis, and I really like the Crystal Celebi, so I've just given it this Shining Celebi an art grade of 8. It really does look like a massive onion in this, but yeah, it's a really cool card nonetheless. Sometimes does look like Celebi is wearing a dress if you look too carefully at the artwork. It's also really hard to get in photos for some reasons, like the Noctowl. Why is it a B+? Look, I mean, the price is probably set where it is. The price range $400 to $500. It could definitely go higher than that, as with all of these cards. Why? Because they're desirable and they're at the top of their game in terms of collectability. So, you know, with all these cards, as we've seen, the higher chase cards are usually the ones that break price barriers. Yeah, so, I mean, I reckon $450, sub that. Yeah, I mean, that's a decent go. Next, we move on to the big boy of the set, the Shining Charizard. Sometimes talked to as the Fatty Charizard, which you can see why. How the hell can this guy fly? Right, so the current price you can get this for is around about $2,100. The peak price was $2,500. I mean, this could easily be a $2,500 card. This could easily be a $3,000 card, you know, and eventually it could be a $5,000 card. As with all Charizards in the WotC era, in general, they are just growing in their price growth. I mean, it's just going on. Population is 163. Sounds like a lot, but compare it to other Charizards from WotC, it's relatively low. It's lower than the Dark Charizard. It's obviously lower than base. So yeah, I mean, it's still a great card, even though the population is that high. And it's Shining as well. The art grade is 7. Yeah, 7. Oh, not great, is it? The investment, though, is A+. Let's start with the art grade. Why is it a 7? I like Crystal. I like the base. I think the base is in such an iconic artwork. It's very difficult to look past that. It's quite a unique artwork for Charizard. It's very different if you compare this Charizard to all the others. Its colouring is also different. And the Crystal Charizard it's the best Charizard artwork, isn't it? Let's be honest, that's 11 out of 10. Yeah, but that doesn't massively take away from the investment reasons. I've given this an A+, because it's a Charizard, it's WotC, it's first edition, it's PSA 10. If you can get it, in general, those cards are only increasing in price. Unless there's a population collapse, which I can't see that, because the pop is going up gradually and it hasn't actually affected the price adversely. So yeah, it's a really cool card. Yeah, it's definitely the centerpiece of my collection. Next, we have the Shining Kabutops, $425. You can see how old this one is. There's no PSA logo. You can $425 is the current price, and again the peak price was $475. Very similar to that Celebi. Has got a bit of a larger pop at 115. The art grade is 10. and the investment is B+ again. The art grade, why is it 10? Against the Fossil and Crystal, this guy is awesome. Shining Kabutops totally suits this card. You've got the sun coming out of the background. He's in a desert somewhere. And the colouring on the Kabutops totally suits Kabutops, because I just don't think it's that different to the colours, but it's almost like it's reflecting off. Perfect for me, absolutely perfect. Investment B+, very similar reasons to the Celebi. It's a desirable card. It's part of a set of the Shinings, very desirable. Kabutops, maybe you could say it's less desirable species than Celebi, and it has got a bit of a higher pop. Maybe go for Celebi before the Kabutops, or I don't know. But yeah, I prefer the art of this one. There's no doubt about it. And next we move on to the Shining Mewtwo. What an absolute stellar card. Absolute beauty. $835 is the current price. Its peak has actually been $1,500 though. So that's quite a drop off. Population 124, so only second to the Shining Charizard in this set. The art grade is a 9, or I don't know, maybe I should have given this a 10. I've put that in there because of the Mewtwo Gold Star. I really like the Mewtwo Gold Star. It really shows the power of Mewtwo, and this is probably, it's like Psychic Beam he's almost doing in this one. And I also agree the shine really brings out Mewtwo in this card. Yeah, I mean, the fantastic artwork, it really is. Investment's an A of this one as well. It's a desirable Pokemon species. You can't argue against it. It's WotC, it's first edition, it's PSA 10. Yeah, I mean, it's got everything going for it. I could definitely see it hitting $1,500 one day again. No doubt, especially if the Shining Charizard continues with its price growth. So yeah, I mean, it's a really cool card to own, actually. I'm really happy whenever I see that card. Next up is the Shining Noctowl, one that I had quite a bit of trouble trying to acquire, actually. The current price is $340, which is actually lower than I bought it. I bought it at $400. The peak price has been $510. Population is 91. The art grade is 10, and the investment is A+. Wow, I really love this card. Right, let's start from the start. I mean, there's quite a big gap in between the current price and the peak price, which is always a good thing when looking to invest into a card. It does have a lower pop than all the others, which is interesting. 91 is a really low pop. I also think it's currently the cheapest. Yeah, it is. And it's got the lowest pop. Pop, again, isn't the only measure of price, but I mean, it's quite good at it, I would say. And then, well, let's have a look. Art grade 10. Look, there's no competition, is there, for this Noctowl? There's absolutely no competition. I mean, it's a Shining Noctowl. Maybe not a Noctowl. Maybe not a card I would have put in as a Shining, but fine. The investment is A+ for many of the reasons before. It's got a lower pop than the rest of the other Shinings. And on top of that, the peak price is a lot higher than the current price. So I would again advise on that one. I think that's good. Shining Raichu next. $725 currently. The peak price is $910, so not that much difference in percentage terms. 117 population, art grade of 10. Wow, I've actually spoken about the Dark Raichu as well, being a 10. The investment is B+. So, right, the population 117, yeah, that's roundabout. I mean, it's a bit higher than Shining Celebi and Shining Kabutops, a bit lower than Shining Mewtwo, you know, it's in the range. Art grade of 10, I think it's a top Raichu. It's up there with me for the Dark Raichu from Team Rocket, the secret rare. The investment is B+. That's part of the reason. Really cool card. I think the whole texture, the whole character of this card is perfectly done. He's almost going like, what the hell's going on? Yeah, I really like this card. There's no doubt about it. I just really do. I like this whole set. It's very difficult to... I'm trying to balance it out. It's very difficult to do that with this set, for me especially. And I think for most WotC collectors, they probably recognise how much of a big set this is. There's no doubt. Shining Steelix is next. I was actually quite surprised when I looked at the price of this guy. He's currently going for $530. I bought it for $300, so I'm quite happy about that, I must admit. The peak price, though, the peak price was $675. Wow. The population 105, so that is lower than all... Oh, no, it's not. nearly wrecked the population of the next card. 105, so that's lower than the other cards we've seen so far, apart from the Noctowl. Art grade is 9. I really like the Steelix from Neo Genesis. That's you're probably gonna disagree there, but I really like that. I also like them from, is it Team Rocket Returns? That's really cool. Oh, I don't know if it is. I think it might be. And the investment is B+. Again, it's very difficult to give less than a B+, or less than a B on the investment side of things, because it's such a desirable set, such desirable cards. Absolute beauty, isn't it? I mean, absolutely brilliant. They nailed this set. I also do like the contrast of colours. Let's go to something a bit different. So you've got the yellow border and the metal, and the shining Steelix of the yellow and the metal in there. Looks perfect. Absolutely perfect. Again, quite an old cert. There you go. People do keep these old certs, by the way. They don't just disappear into the abyss. Shining Tyranitar is next gen, mint 10. That's what we want to see. $770 is the current price, and its peak price was actually $900. Population 101, so this is the second lowest pop against. I like it next to Groudon. How cool is that? Against the Noctowl, the art grade is 10. And the investment is B. I'm only giving it a B. I'm surprised by that. Let's go through this then. The art grade is 10. Look, Dark Tyranitar is in the Neo Destiny set as well. And the Shining Tyranitar absolutely beats it into the ground. If those guys had a fight, Shining would absolutely whoop his ass. And then we go on to the investment, which is a B, which is actually, I think, the lowest grade I've given. Why have I done that? Let's start at the price, $770 to $900, $130 difference. Percentage terms, that's probably not a massive difference. Why else have I done it? Tyranitar, maybe not the most popular species that there is available. I'm really trying hard to be devil's advocate here. It's very difficult for me. Overall, this set is one. Yeah, let's go to the summary. I'm struggling here a bit, guys, to balance this out. I think with Team Rocket and Neo Destiny and Gym Heroes, I had cards that I could lay into a bit, and I can't here because I just don't believe it, and that's the problem. It's a highly desirable set. It's highly unique. We obviously had the Shining from Shining Legends come out, and that definitely piqued interest in this set again. There's a Mewtwo and a Charizard in here, desirable species. It's a set for me that could really push price points. Population increases haven't had the same effect on price as they did on Neo Destiny. You know, that's just the truth. And populations are slowing down. Growth is slowing down overall in the populations. But yeah, guys, these are my babies. It's very difficult to say something too negative on them, and I hope that's a nice shot. I love that graph. Oh, I've done that perfectly, haven't I, guys? Thanks very much for watching these. This was the first part of the series, I guess. We've done 4 episodes. This should be the 4th one. If you've enjoyed them, I know that there's going to be an end screen, but just for me personally, it really is important to like and subscribe, and hell, even share this and get the views up, because that means these videos take a bit more effort. There's no doubt about it. So if you do appreciate the effort, we would appreciate, just a like back, and that means that we'll do these videos more often. But guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. So I will see you later. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please like, hit that bell button, and go and follow our social media. Oh, and don't forget gradedgem.com. Thanks, guys.